Hi, my name is Samira, and I'm new to YouTube. So welcome to my new YouTube channel known as Mommy and Me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, hit that like button, and subscribe. But as you guys can see in the title, you will know what I'm talking about today on this video. So basically, let's get to it.
That get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go boot up, boot up.
So basically, in the beginning of the story, I'm just playing. In the beginning, this is how it started. I went to my boyfriend's house at 12 at night. Just like at 12 at night, and basically, you know what happened. I was being a bad kid. I probably look innocent to you guys. I probably look like I'm 17, but I'm 15. And I got pregnant at 14. So basically, after like I snuck out, because I thought I could never get pregnant because I have not got pregnant. And then like after that day that I snuck out, like I haven't snuck out after that, but basically I was missing my period, and this was during school. So I was asking my friends, basically, is it normal to not have your period for about 2 months? And then they told me that yeah, it's normal not to have your period for 2 months, because they had missed their period for 2 months. But me not knowing that they were on birth control, and I'm not on birth control, and I've never been on birth control. So, and then I told my other friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but let's call her Becca. And I told my friend Becca, I was like, oh, I'm missing my period. Like, do you think I could be pregnant? She was like, you better not be pregnant. And she was like, you need to tell your mom. I was like, I'm not telling my mom, because if I am, then I'm going to get in trouble. So I was just like, oh, I'm not pregnant. Like, just leave it alone. Like, I'm not pregnant. My period's going to come anyways. So now it's like towards summer vacation, because I go to my godparents basically every summer vacation, but now I don't. And I'll tell you guys why about that. So basically, I went to my godparents' house for about 3 months, and I felt like, okay, my period's still not coming. Like, what's going on? And the next thing you know, I'm having these bad cramps in my stomach. I'm just like, oh, like, oh my gosh. Like, I woke up one time and I had to go diarrhea so bad. I was like, oh heck no. I was like, I'm sick. I'm hecka sick, because like I was hecka nauseous, and I was like taking hecka medicine. Like, is it gonna help me? I thought it was gonna help me, but I'm stupid, because you're not supposed to take a lot of medicine when you're pregnant, and I took a lot. So thank good Layla's okay. And then all of that, and then I started to get yellow discharge, known as a sign of pregnancy, but I didn't know that, because I was just like, so I just started looking stuff up, and like that's why now I'm a researcher, because like ever since that happened, I look up everything. And then I was like, oh heck no. I was like, I hope I am not pregnant. So I was texting my baby dad's sister, and I was like, I'm not gonna say her name. I was about to say her name, but you guys might, some of you that know me might know who she is. But let's call her Brittany. Alright. Okay, so I'm texting Brittany. I'm just like, okay, I think I'm pregnant by your brother. And she was like, you're lying. I was like, no, I think I'm pregnant by your brother. And then she was like, are you serious, Myra? I was like, yeah, like my period hasn't came, and like I'm having like these discharge, and I'm feeling nauseous. And then I tell the dad, but her dad wasn't like, he got his phone taken away, so I couldn't tell him that much. I was like, I think I'm pregnant. He's like, are you sure you're pregnant? I was like, I think I am. And he was just like, well, we weren't sure, because I didn't take a test until I was 4 months. But it was just like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, like, there was this day that after I was telling her that, and then I let it go, and I was like, man, I'm not pregnant, da, da, da. I'm really not pregnant, I can't be pregnant. And then a couple of days later, like, I'm like about to take a shower because I don't like feeling like being like in that discharge or whatever, because it's gross to me. Like, I can't sit in that. And then so I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like I'm sniffing. Like, I was like, I'm smelling my breast. I was like, why does my breast smell like milk? I was like, what the heck? I was like, it smells like, you know how like babies smell like when they drink milk or whatever? I don't know if I can explain it or you know what I'm talking about, but yeah. And then I was like, man, like, stop, just stop, like, you're not pregnant, whatever, because I didn't want to believe I was pregnant, so I just said, like, okay, I'm not pregnant. And then it went on, and then I was just like, okay, I'm not pregnant, da, 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 da. I went off with life, but I had a feeling I was pregnant. So all those times, like, my Nina would ask me, like, you want to go swimming? I'll be like, no, I don't want to go swimming, because little do you know, like, I felt like I had a lump in my stomach, and if somebody saw that lump, they're gonna be like, Samara, are you pregnant? And I'm just like, like, I didn't want to risk it or anything, and I was having hecka signs. Like, I was like on Instagram, and then I'll like look, and then there would be like a positive pregnancy test, like, as a picture. Like, I saw that so many freaking times. I was like, oh heck no, like, this is not gonna happen. And then, like, I would have, like, other signs from my Nina. She would, like, tell me, like, because she's, like, I think a pediatric nurse or whatever. She was, like, a 14-year-old, my age, came inside her, the little thing, and she was pregnant. And I was like, oh, my gosh, that would never be me, da, da, da. And everything. And they didn't know that I wasn't a virgin or anything, because nobody was going to know. But, and then that happened and everything, and I texted my sister. I was like, hey, like, can you ask one of my older sisters, like, is yellow discharge an infection or whatever? Like, I didn't know, because I've never had an infection down there or whatever. And then it's time for me to go home. 3 months passed, time for me to go home. And I was like, oh my god, like, I'm so scared, because I don't want to, like, go home and, like, find out, like, if I'm pregnant or not. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so scared. And I'm just like, okay. And I was like, Hannah, well, I wasn't meant to say her name, but my sister's name's Hannah. And I was like, can you ask so-and-so if it's normal to have yellow discharge? And she was like, all right, I'll ask her. And I was like, she went to go ask her, and she was like, no, yellow discharge isn't a sign of, an infection, but it could be a sign of pregnancy. I was like, oh my gosh. And then she freaking opened her mouth and told my sister, my older sister, she was like, Samira might be pregnant. And instantly my sister said, Samira, come upstairs. And I was like, oh my god. Like, she told her. And then my sister, because my sister, she's been pregnant a couple times, or twice. And then she was like, she said, let me see your breast. And I was like, where's my breast? And she was like, let me see your breast. So I showed her my breast. She said, oh my god, Samara, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then she was like, yes, you are. She was like, I've been pregnant. I know how the breasts are supposed to look like. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, instantly I just started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do and everything. Like, my eyes are getting watery right now, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do or anything. She was like, so do you want to get rid of it? I'm not gonna lie, that was the first thing in my head, get rid of it. And then she was like, are you sure? She's like, I don't want you to get rid of it. She's like, I want you to keep it. And she was like, because, like, me, my older sister, we're really attached to each other. Like, everything, like, I don't know. She was just like, I don't want you to get rid of it or anything. And I was like, I'm scared. Like, I feel like a failure to everybody. And, like, I told my mom I wasn't going to get pregnant at a young age. And I know it was going to affect my mom, because she just got surgery and she got pregnant at a young age. And I'm the baby in the family. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And then I think it was 2 to 3 days that passed by, and then my sister Hannah, she went to go give me a pregnancy test, and that's the day that we found out if I was pregnant or not. So basically, it was nighttime, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this pregnancy test. And both of my sisters were in the bathroom, so I peed on it, and I was like, they're like, "Are you done?" And I was like, and nothing popped up yet, and they snatched the pregnancy test out of my hand. And I was like, hold on, I want to know before you guys know. And then they were like, no. They're like, we're gonna take it. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And then they're like, they saw the other line on the pregnancy test, because 2 means positive. And then they were like they were just shocked. They were like, Samira, you're pregnant. I was like, and I just started crying. Like my eyes are getting watery right now. And then they're like, we need to tell mom. And I was like, I don't want to tell mom. And then I was like, just not today. And then they're like, you need to tell her. So I was like, I'm not telling her. And then them both went inside the room. They're like, Mom, we need to tell you something, but you cannot get mad or you cannot hit her. And then she was like, what? And then she said, your daughter's pregnant. And then she looked at my sister, and she was like, because she thought it was her, my sister Hannah. And she was like, she said, what the heck? It's not me, what the heck? And then when my older sister said that, she was like she just started crying. And I was just like, oh my God, like I felt like I felt my mom and everything. And then I went inside the room, and then my mom was just crying. And she was like, are you really pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And then I was just like, I felt like a failure. I felt my mom the most and everything. And I'm sorry if I'm crying. It's just like I get really emotional. But then I was just like, I don't want to keep it, because like if I do, I feel like my life's gonna be like so hard. And like she was like, no, she was like, keep it. And she was like, we're gonna help you through this. And I was like, no, I'm so scared, like I don't want to keep it. And then she's like, Samira, keep it. She's like, I'm gonna help you get through this. And she's like, you can get through this. And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, Samira, just keep it, and I'm gonna help you with everything. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm just thinking about it. And then I thought about it, and then I was really thinking about it, like, I'm gonna be selfish if I don't keep her, and it's not the baby's fault. It's not the baby's fault that she's in my stomach. It's my fault for doing what I wasn't supposed to be doing and everything. And then that day goes by, and then my mom's calling my baby dad's parents, saying, oh, like, Samira's pregnant by your son, and this and that. A whole lot happened after that. And then the next day comes, and my mom calls my goddad. And my goddad, I had to tell him myself, and I really didn't want to, because I know that I was really going to disappoint him. So I called him, and then I was like, oh, Nino, you're going to be your grandpa. And then he was like, are you serious, Samira? And he was like, you could see, like, he was really angry, like, so angry at me. And I was just like, yeah. And he was like, let me talk to your mom. He was, like, yelling at my mom and everything. And I was like, no, like, it's not her fault that I did something that I wasn't supposed to. It's like my responsibility on what I did and everything. It has nothing to do with my mom. And then he wanted to come out here to like come really talk to her face to face. And then when that day came, that day just hurt me a lot, because like my Nino was like my other dad. Yeah, I know my story is like really complicated and everything, and like very emotional, but my Nino was like my dad. And when he was like, no, he was like, you're not keeping it. He was like, you're not keeping it. He was like, give it away to somebody else that will really take care of her and like really like love her and everything. And I was like, no. I'm keeping it. And then he was like, you're just gonna F up your life the way your siblings did. And I was like, what? I was like, no. And I'm just sitting there crying. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, you out of all people are like supposed to be encouraging me and helping me because I saw you as a dad. And then the other day I had to go. Well, after that, me and my Nina just broke off. We don't talk to each other. Nor my Nina, we just don't talk to each other at all. I've tried to reach out, but there's nothing coming up. And then a few days later, I have to go to my doctor's to check how far I am on my pregnancy. And I had to ask my dad for my card. And I was like, Dad, like, can you please tell me what my card number is? Or can you send my card? And he was like, why do you need it? I was like, I need to go to the doctor's. He was like, why? And then I wasn't going to tell him. I was just like so scared. I don't want to tell my biological dad, like, that I'm pregnant. And then my mom was like, since he's not going to give it to you, just tell him, like, you know what, I'm pregnant and I need my card and I need to go check on that. So I did that. And then he was like, are you serious? And then he started yelling at my mom. He was like, are you serious? Maya's pregnant? And then she was like, that happened. And then basically I went to the doctors not knowing. I thought I was only 2 months pregnant, and then I turned out to be 4 months pregnant. And then my mom was just like crying. She was like, I know, this is my baby daughter, and like I don't want her to be pregnant with twins or whatever. And then they're like, so they started like showing her in my stomach, and then they were like, nope, she doesn't have two, there's only one. And then I heard her heartbeat. I was just like, oh my god. Like, after that, I was like, no, I need to keep this baby. I really need to keep this baby. And I was like, I'm gonna get through it no matter what. I'm gonna get through it. And basically, I just felt like my mom basically told everybody that I was pregnant, and there was a lot of people that were just like, but my mom's side was more supportive. Yeah, my mom's side was more supportive. And to this day, my, Nina's sons, because they don't have no daughter, but they still treat me like the same. But there was a lot of people that doubted me and were like, oh, you're retarded, why are you keeping a baby, you're only 14. I had her at 15, but I was only 14, and they were like, are you freaking serious? For a point where my brother, there was a point where my brother, he didn't want to talk to me either. And like, that's my only brother, so I was just like I'm sorry, like, I don't know, I just felt like I failed everybody. But to this day, like, me and my brother, we got back better and everything. He's a good uncle to my daughter and everything, and she's like in good shape. And like, everybody that said that I couldn't do it, like, I'm still doing it. Like, it wasn't easy or anything. Like, having a kid at 15 isn't easy. Like, there's a lot of things that you're gonna go through, but you can get through it. But I'm not encouraging people to get pregnant at a young age. Yeah, it was hard in the beginning. Like, I had sleepless nights. Still, I sometimes have sleepless nights. But she's gotten a lot better and everything. My daughter's fine. But thank you guys for watching this video. I will be posting more videos about this. And thank you guys. I will come back soon.